Hi everyone, welcome to Rakesh sir lecture. Today we are going to discuss about construction of a Snellen vision chart. Okay, so we have a Snellen chart here, right? And we are going to see how this chart has been constructed, right? And this how this chart has been constructed. It has followed by the three steps. First step is to find out the height and width. Okay. Second step is to find out what is this letter. Once this height you got, how it has been drawn. Okay, how it has been drawn, the letter or letter, how it has been drawn on the chart. Okay. uh, Third things, we have to know how what is the spacing between the letters and between the line. Yeah, right. So we have total original we have 7, and an original Snellen chart we have 11, but this traditional Snellen chart we have 7 lines, right? Earlier lecture also I have discussed regarding this in detail, right? Now what we are going to see one by one is we are going to calculate the height of letter for 60, 6 by 60, 6 by 36, 6 by 24 line, 6 by 18, 6 by 12, 6 by 9, and 6 by 6, right? So let me discuss one as an example, and then we are going then we will go further with every example, right? Like each line, and each line, as I told, each line will have same height and width. So only finding about the line height and width, one line height and width is enough, right? Now what is the importance of knowing about the construction of the chart, right? First importance is you can prepare your chart by yourself, right? You can prepare if you are in emergency and you don't have charts, then you can prepare your chart by yourself, and you can conduct or you can check the visual acuity of the patient. Second things, if you are purchasing a visual acuity chart, then you can validate either the letters height and width are appropriate and accurate or not, right? So for the validation purpose, we can you should know about the construction of Snellen visual acuity chart. Not only this, you also we can also the other importance is we can know about the once the chart is validated and you want to use it for 3 meter, then how much letter or size is required, the optotype of letter size, how much it is required, that also we can be done by reframing or resizing this letter size, right? For 3 meter, how much need to be there. Like for example, currently we are using now a display, right? Most of the hospital we have display, and that display monitor will be kept as 3 meter. So that 3 meter, how much we need to have that letter height and width for 60, 6 by 60 and further up to 6 by 6. So that also we can validate, or we should know how much it is, how much it should be. So it again play an important role when we are changing the distance, right? Changing the distance means height and width should change, right? So this is the reason why we should know about the construction of Snellen visual acuity chart. And for easier purpose, see, already my student has drawn several charts. I have they have submitted, right? So this is letter E racing, so still charts are there. So for the beginner, it is very important, it will become important that to start with letter E, construction of vision acuity chart with letter E, because okay, like upcoming not upcoming, like in this lecture we are going to discuss why this will become easier, right? So let me go one by one, and let me take the same examples as letter E, and we'll proceed it, right? So first we should find out the height of the letter. So let see, this is letter E, and this letter is what? 6 by 60. This letter is 6 by 60. So this is a letter, right? And this gap is called a stroke. Sorry, this limb. You are seeing this limb. This is called a stroke. Each limb we can tell are 3 legs or limbs of the letter, right? And if we are seeing this letter at what distance? 6 meter. So I is focusing at from the 6 meter distance. So let's assume this is at 6 meter distance. So and let's assume this is the optic axis, and light has formed some angle, this angle at the nodal point of the eye. So let's assume this is at nodal point of the eye, some angle it has been formed, right? Now as I told you, this letter is forming some angle, and this distance between letter and this is 6 meter. But the point here we have to understand is, it become again very, very important. Here this is 6 by 60. We are going to calculate for 6 by 60. So for 6 by 60, earlier classes I have explained that what does this 60 indicate? 60 indicate this letter, if I take from the eye at 60 meter also, this 60 indicate if I take this letter at 60 meter also, you can see that letter. That means at 60 meter this letter will form 5 meter of arc. So two things we know from this statement. See, 6 by 60, again I'll repeat, it's worth to repeat. So 6 indicate testing distance, and denominator indicate distance at which letter forms 5 meter of arc, right? Distance at which letter forms 5 meter of arc. So 60 meter it is forming 5 meter of arc. So two value we are getting at the single statements. That if this letter is for 6 by 60, then how much will you are getting? This theta is becoming 5 minute of arc, right? 5 minute of arc, and distance is 60 meter, right? And this height we have to find out, and we have a beautiful equation for this relation between theta, opposite, and base, right? What is that equation? Tan theta. So yeah, so let's calculate now. Tan theta equal to opposite is height, or I can assume as x. So x by 60, or x equal to what it will become? Tan theta into 60 equal to, what is the tan theta value of theta here? 5 by 60. So tan 5 by 60 into 60, right? So let me calculate this. Tan 5 by 60, what it is? So I'll take calculator. Tan 5 by 60. So 5 by 60 you can keep in bracket, whatever. Tan bracket 5 by 60. Okay, so that you will get a accurate value. So I am getting like 1.45 into 10 to the power minus 3 into 60, 0.0872. 0.0872. So let me write over here. The value we got is 0.0872 meter. And you know, this is looking like very meter, very in decimal format. So we can convert in some centimeters so that we will have some value which we can be easily able to understand that. So if we are able to convert from meter to centimeter, that means 100 we need to multiply. So 100, if you can multiply, means decimal will move right side. So 1 2, okay, this 0.08 is there. 2 times if you move decimal, it will become 8.72 centimeter. So here height of this letter should be, how much? 8.72 centimeter for 6x60 target. Now what about the width of the letter? Width of the letter most of the time decided by which type we are making this chart. So I told you, right, the concept. So there are the concept to draw this chart. Actually this chart has been drawn on the basis of a square. You just assume like there is a square like this grid. Okay. So the width can be 5 into 5 or 5 into 4 or 5 into 6. Okay, so this first indicate it is height. Okay, and there are several chart which like just take 5 as a width. Okay, 5 into 5 a square. So how to draw this is, see, I have made this. Okay, 1, this is 1, this is 2, third. Actually it will be not like this. You see here, understand this one, it become crowded there. So this is itself, this line is itself one stroke, one limb. That means light going from the this and light going from this too, right? So this is one limb. Again this limb, this width of this limb should be equal to this gap. Okay, and then third, 1 2 3 4 5. Here we are seeing the gap is more, but usually it will be equal. If you see this, able to see, if you see this, the gap, the width of this stroke and the gap, this should have equal width. Again this should have this three, this all 5, either black stroke or white stroke, black or white, it should have equal width. If I can measure it, let me measure like this way. I hope you people are seeing. If not seeing, also just concentrate on my word. So the here the width is 1 point almost 7, 1.6, 1.5 approx. Okay, then it will go again 1 point, the width is approx, are you able to see? Width is approx 1 point more than 5, 1.6 or 7. Then again it is 3.5 approx. So almost equal width, right? Yeah, almost equal width. Yeah, my student has actually made correct visual acuity chart. So you are getting it. So this mainly what I want to focus is this width. This they have made wrong. Again this they have made, this should be equal, this should be equal. So even each white strokes or black stroke, it should be equal in width, and the width should be either 8.72 centimeter. You're getting? So first how to draw it equal width is, you got this total height, right? 8.272 centimeter. So once you have 8.72 centimeter, we know we have it is divided into 5 compartment. It has divided into 5 compartment, right? I told you it is divided into height. This is the height. All the form height is same, 5. So once I divide this height into 5 department, so each stroke will get, each stroke 8.72 by 5 centimeter. So 8.72 by 5 is, just let me calculate, 8.72 by 5, it is 1.744, it is approx 1.75. So I can keep here 1.75 centimeter. So each here each one will get 1.75, 1.75, 1.75, 1.75, 1.75. So once you got this height, width also you have to make in such a way only. 1.75 into 5, so here also it will become 1.75 into 5. So 8.75, 8.72, 8.72. So this is called a square format. Okay, you make a square, in that way you can draw it. Each square is having 1.75 centimeter. Here if you are constructing this way also you can construct. Okay, 5 into 4. So height remains 8.72, but width remained 1.75 into 4. Okay, so either you can make a both 8.72, once if you are making this 5 into 5, so height and width will be 8.72, 8.72. Okay, but if you are making 5 into 4, so here height will remain same 8.72, but width will become 1.75 into 4, 7. So 7 centimeter, width will become 7 centimeter. If you are constructing 5 into 6, so if you are constructing 5 into 6, then you will get a value of 1.75 into 6. It is 10.5. So 10.5 centimeter. So here you can make 10 point, width will become 10.5 centimeter. Okay, you are getting. So in this way the width has been calculated. So once we know the height and width and how to construct, how to draw this, I told you how to draw this. So this first what you have to do is, before drawing there should be some square like this. Okay, grid. I'm just giving an idea, right? You can refer some diagram. I'm making you to understand some concept. So here how many? 1 2 3 4 5. So here 1 2 3 4 5, right? 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so many are there. So here what we can do is, this each box has equal width and width. We have a paper, a square paper, right? So in that what we can do is, once we are writing letter E, if you are writing letter E, so this is the first one. I'm drawing 5 by 5 into 5. So height is also 8.72 centimeter and width is also 8.7 centimeter. So I'm example, this is height is also 5 square, and each square you have to draw first each square. First you draw like each square is 1.75 centimeter, and similar like this square you have to draw. Okay, and then width also 5 square, so 5 into 5. So now yeah, this is letter E. Just a rough diagram. This is letter E, and between this stroke also has equal width, right? So this is having equal width. So yeah. So now in this way letter E has been constructed. So this is 5 into 5 letter, right? And between what we'll do, once this letter has been constructed, then you just erase the this part, right? You can erase this part, you can erase this part, and at the end you will find like there is no gap in this. So let me erase this. I'm not able to find my duster. Okay, I got. So this part I will erase. So this will become now, yeah, this is become now letter E. So how we draw? This is very first what I told, first concept is getting height and width. Height and width. Height, we know it is there are three. Height is already we have calculated from this equation, and then we divide by 5 because once we are drawing, second step is for drawing. So once we are drawing, so we have three form: 5 into 5, 5 into 4, and 5 into 6. So height is same, but width can be changed. I told you here is one more square. If I want 5 into 6, what I can do? Just extend one more. It become 5 into 6. Right? 5 into 6. Here even I am not taking the exact measurement, so it is like little more here there it is filling. But understand the concept. So this will become 5 into 6. Width has increased. But if I want 5 into 4, what I can do? Erase up to here. 4. 5 into 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this up to here it will get erased, right? So up to here if you erase, it will become 5 into 4. So as I told, up to 6 means 10 centimeter, up to 4 means 7 centimeter, and up 5 into 5 means 8.72 centimeter. So in this way, now this will become 5 into 4. Originally it was 5 into 5. So in this way, height and width has been calculated, and how this letter has been drawn in the square grid. So first you need to find out the square, because a square for each line will be different, because you find out for this for 6 by 60 target, a square is how much we are getting? 1.75 centimeter, right? So how to find out a square means, first you get the height of the letter, divide by 5. Height of the letter and divide by 5. So once you get the height of the letter and divide by 5, you will get the each square size. Each square size. So based on that, the letter has been calculated. Now coming to design of this chart. See, this chart has been designed in such a way that it must follow the Snellen, Lagmar pattern. It has followed the Lagmar pattern. So this width of this should be equal to, sorry, the gap between the letter is equal to width of this letter. Okay, and even most of the Snellen chart, they will flow like there should be some gap, and the gap should be between the height of this letter. Okay, height of this letter, height of the topmost letter. So in this way, but not there is some for this gap between the line, it is not clearly mentioned properly. But yes, the width we can calculate it between the if you want to calculate the between the gap, that is the width of the letter. So how much is the width? First you draw it width, then you same gap you leave it, and then you can. So I am not able to find out this what is the gap between the lines. Okay, but anyway, the gap between the lines, there should be some difference, there should be some gap, or the gap should be optimum. In that way you can construct this chart. So in this way, how the chart has been constructed. Understood? So let me draw for some other line also. We have calculated for 6 by 60, then we'll go for 6 by 36, and 2 more I'll draw. But in exam you have to draw up to 6 by 6. Okay, so once you know, you don't need to go in detail. Same things you can put it, and just with calculator you can make it easier. No need to do each step. Just if you put calcium in one step, you can do the calculation. So let me go for 6 by 36 and make you understand what it is mean. So, and now I'm going for only for this equation part, because already you know the how to draw this, right? How to draw this. So this letter here already there are 3 form of drawing: 5 into 5, 5 into 4, and 5 into 6. It's worth to repeat. Now this letter E is optometry. It should not be called as letter E. When your construction, once this construction has been done, it has some special feature. It is a special E. It is a special letter. So this special letter should be called as optotype. It's very, very important again. Optotype. So optotype is a special character or letter which is designed for checking visual acuity. So from now onwards, you should not call this as a letter, and this should be called as optotype. Okay, because it is not normally, it has some special features, right? Equal width, equal limb, equal stroke is there, right? So this all things are there. So some special features are present in this. So now we are going to see about, yeah, we are going to see about for 6 by 36. For 6 by 36. So for 6 by 36, now you people tell me what does 6 indicate and what does 36 indicate. So 6 by 36, for 6 by 36, 6 indicate testing distance, but anyway main we are focused on 36. So that means 36 meter, at 36 meter this letter is going to form, 5 minute of arc. This letter is going to form 5 minute of arc. Okay, so this 5 minute of arc remains same, but if I want to construct for 6 by 36, so this 36 meter it is forming 5 minute of arc. That means if you take this, if you take this letter close to 6 meter, when you place this chart, when this letter is placed in chart and you are seeing, this is the letter, right? But when you are placing this at chart and we are seeing it from 6 meter, but 6 meter it is forming more angle, right? 6 meter, it is 36 meter, it is forming 5 minute. So 6 meter, once you reduce the distance, angle will increase. Once something is coming closer, we are seeing larger, we are able to see larger because the visual angle is increased. So once you, from 36 meter, if you bring it to 6 meter, that means 6 times you have reduced, angle will increase by 6 times. So this letter, when you are seeing from at 6 meter, it is not forming 5 minute, it is forming 6 times more, 30 minute of arc. It is forming 30 minute of arc. So don't confuse with when it is placed in the chart. Once it is placed in the chart, this 36 line, it is forming 30 minute of arc. What about 6 by 60 letter? Earlier we have calculated like 6 by 60. At 60 meter, it is forming 5 minute of arc. That means at 6 meter, from 60 meter, you are reducing the distance by 10 times. So angle will also increase by 10 times. So 60 meter, it is forming 5 minute of arc. 6 meter, 10 times it is reducing. So 5 into 10, 50 minute of arc. 50 minute of arc. It is formed when you are seeing the chart. So this letter is forming 50 minute of arc. Just imagine this 6 by 36 is forming 30 minute of arc. So we'll see same by same. Only the letter which forms 5 minute of arc is 6 by 6. On this your chart, only 6 by 6 letter will form 5 minute of arc, other will form more, right? So that does it mean. So 36 means 5 minute of arc will form at 36 meter. So just go with the calculator. So we have tan theta equal to x by 36 or x equal to tan 5 by 60, 5 degree, right? So 5 minute means 5 by 60 degree into 36. So 10, just I'll do the single line calculation and I'll tell you. So tan 5 by 60, tan 5 by 60 into 36, we are getting like 0.052, 0.052. So here I'll write here 0.052 meter if a centimeter means 5.2 centimeter, right? So this is the total height of the letter, but each stroke will be how much? Just divide by 5. So 5.2 by 5, so how much it will become? 1.04 centimeter. Okay, so this is for each stroke. So once you got each stroke, you can draw the width again, make the square of 1.04 centimeter, and either you can make it 5 into 5. Okay, that means same height and width, or 5 into 4 and 5 into 6. Okay, similarly you calculate for 6 by 24. We are it won't take time, so just draw for 6 by 24. So let's just say it now. For 6 by 24, what we can do is, what does 24 indicate? At 24 meter, it forms 5 minute of arc. 6 by 24 for 6 by 24. But for exam, you can draw a separate diagram for each. I'm just making in the same. So for 6 by 24, it won't take, again I'm telling, if you do practice, it won't take time. So 6 by 24, so tan theta, here this will become 24. At 24 meter, it forming 5 minute of arc. So tan theta equal to x by 24, and x equal to tan theta into 24. Tan theta is 5 minute. So in degree, 5 by 60 we have to divide to get degree. So 5 by 60 into 24. So now we'll get some equation. So yes, you can also do along with me. So what is that? Tan 5 by 60, tan 5 by 60, 0.00145 into 24 into 24, 0.034, 0.0349, 0.034, this much is 349. So it will become how much? If this is meter, so if I want to get in centimeter, it will become 2 times decimal, so 3.49, 3.5 I can put. Okay, 3.5 centimeter. So this is the total width. Again I will tell, this is the total width of this letter, 3.5 centimeter. Each stroke will how much get? Each stroke will have, divide by 5, right? Each stroke will have 3.5 by 5 centimeter. So 3.5 by 5 will be 3.5 by 5, 0.7 centimeter, 0.7 centimeter. If you want, if in ruler it is equal to, in a scale you can find out it is 7 mm. Okay, 7 mm. So each square will have here 7 mm, and based on that you can construct the further things. I hope you have clear. Further things also you can draw. I'll go for one last examples. For 6 by, you can draw it for 6 by 18. Here you put 18. So 18, if you put at 18, 6 by 18 means 18 meter, it forms 5 minute of arc. So at 18, you can put for 18, here it will be 18. So here it will be 18. This will remain same. So just do the calculation and go with that flow. I'll do for 6 by 6. The last one again you can go you do for 6 by 12. So here it will become 12. At 12 meter, it is 5 minute of arc. Okay, just for this 6 by 24. Here 24 meter, it is 5 minute of arc. But when this chart we have, right, this is 346, this number, it is for this, if you take to 24 meter, it will form 5 minutes of arc. But now it is chart, when it is placed in the chart and we are seeing it from 6 meter, how much angle it will form on the eye? How much angle? This will form, see, distance is decreased by how much ratio? 3 times. Sorry, 4 times. Distance is decreased by 4 times. So this angle will increase by 4 times. So 5 into 4, 20 minutes of arc. So when you are seeing this chart or this 6 by 24 letters or 6 by 24 optotype, so we are this will form angle of 20 minutes of arc. This will form angle of 20 minutes of arc. Yeah. Now similarly, this concept at least you have to realize this angle of 5 minutes of arc is at 24 meter, but this once it is placed in chart, angle will increase because you are seeing from 6 meter, right? Yeah. So now the final things I can calculate. Meanwhile, you can calculate for 6 by 12 and 6 by 9, 6 by 18, and I will calculate now for 6 by 6. So for 6 by 6, here the distance will become now 6 meter. So now at 6 meter, the 6 by 6 letter at 6 meter it is forming 5 meter of arc, right? So what you can do here, tan theta equal to x by 6 and or x equal to tan theta into 6. Here tan theta is tan 5 by 60 degree into 6. So tan 5 by 60, direct I will give the calculation. So tan 5 by 60 is tan 5 by 60 0.00145 into 6. It is 0.8.72 into 10 to the power minus 3. 8.72 into 10 to the power minus 3. Here it is 8.72 into 10 to the power minus 3 meter. What does it mean? If I convert into centimeter, I have to multiply with 100. If I convert into centimeter, I have to multiply with 100. If I have to convert into millimeter, I have to multiply with 1000. That means 1000, right? So 1000 means 10 to the power 3. So let me convert into millimeter, right? If millimeter means I have to multiply with 10 to the power. If I have to convert in millimeter, so 8.72 into 10 to the power minus 3, and I have to 10 to the power 3 because now this become millimeter. So 10 to the power minus 3, 10 to the power plus 3, it gone, right? So here what's remain? 8.72 millimeter. So even the total height is only less than a centimeter, less than 1 centimeter, total height. You just think about each stroke height will be 8.72 by 5. So how much you will get? 8.72 by 5. It is 1.75 mm. It is just 1.75 mm. 1.75 mm. So based on this square, we can flow either 5 into 5 or 5 into 4 and 5 into 6, and you can construct the chart. So in this way, the Snellen chart can be constructed, right? If you want to draw for 6 by 5, then here you put 5 meter, and similar calculation can be followed. Okay. So here you tell me at 6 meter it is from 5 meter of arc. Later also we are placing a chart also we are placing at 6 meter. So 6 by 6 line, the letter can form 5 meter of arc. Each limb is forming 1 minute of arc, right? Because total is 5 minutes. So each stroke or limb is forming 5 minutes. 1 minute, this 2 minutes, this is 3, this is 4, again this is 5. So here you see here, this if total is, just assume this is 6 by 6 target. So each one, the total is 5 minutes of arc. So each limb will form 1 minute of arc. This white will also form 1 minute. Middle black is also from 1 minute. Again, the gap white is from 1 minute, and this also will form 1 minute. So like this way, this letter chart has been, Snellen chart has been constructed. You are telling this is for beginner. How to convert this number? Number also will follow the same things. You make in this such a way that this height, total height, this total height should be, it means same way, like this way. Okay, this how it is bending. This should be at the center. This should be one. See, this is one limb. This is second. This is out of 5 limb. You see 5 stroke. Down one is one. Black. Up one is also one. 2 done. This is one limb. This is also gap is one limb. 4. See. Again from a starting. This is black. One limb. This gap is one limb. This now. This total is one limb. And this again white is one limb. So you have to draw the square, then you will come to know like this how this has been constructed. If people will think like how to draw for 5. So here this is one, this topmost, right? See here, this is one limb. Again white is there, third, fourth, fifth. Are you getting this? Here you see, you have to make in such a way that this is first, this is second, and 4 you have to give gap. You have to see for 3 also. How will divide in 5? This is first limb, topmost, black, then again gap, then again black, then gap, and this again black. Okay, and this you can bend 1 and third you can leave gap. Okay, this is called serif design. Here also E also in some chart you can find like it will be turned like this way. This you can make a small, and this can be turned like this one. So letter A, sometimes it will be constructed in this way. So yeah, this way, and they will leave this gap. So when you are making this, that's just a central square you leave at this place, and this will become serif design. Okay, so based on the design, there are several design actually, but anyway, you just have to, when you have to draw for landed C, again the central opening of this E, then only the central, this limb will be, third limb will be open. Okay, so in this way the construction of chart should be done. I hope I have clear about this. What you are doing, if you are doing A, let's alphabet A also, see, you just see here, this will be become here 1, here this will become 1, this gap will become 2 limb, this will become 1, this third will become here A, this will become fourth, again gap is there, and this some gap, and again here the letter will be in such a way that the width will be such a way that it will become 5, act as 5. There is even no line, but you have to assume this is fourth, 5. You have to draw a square, right? First you have to draw the square. All the letters have been formed in the square, and then they have first they have drawn the letter, and that erase the remaining part, and it will show like perfect optotype or perfect letter. So in this way the construction of a Snellen chart is done, and I hope if you feel this lecture is informative and useful, please do like, share and subscribe this channel. And in the upcoming lectures we are going to discuss about construction of Logomar visual acuity chart, and how will you record or document visual acuity in Logomar, and that will become again interesting lectures. So thank you.